Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Boxing. We back with another one. So we're gonna break down these new WBC rankings that just came out last night, really. So we're gonna touch on them. Y'all know how I do. We just go down each division just to see what's going on with it. See if we can find some future matchups and stuff like that. Before I do that, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. For those listening to the playback, feel free, of course, to drop a comment, you know what I'm saying, on the playback, on the video. It's all good. Y'all can follow me on my social media, Twitter @OverJ, Instagram LDubsBoxing. Feel free to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. So we're going to do a screen share of the new rankings, and we're gonna see what's up with them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I like to do this. So a lot of matchups can come out of this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of moving parts and stuff like that is something I like to catch before they actually make the fight or whatever. So this it right here. I'm gonna scroll down. So we're gonna get to the heavyweight division, of course. Start with them first. Let me take this off. All right, so of course Tyson Fury is the WBC champion, heavyweight champion. He got a fight day coming up December the 3rd. Y'all about to hear something about his opponent as well. You know what I'm saying? I got a good idea who it's gonna be. It's gonna be he's trying to do another trilogy. So if y'all read between the lines, y'all already know who that's gonna be. But of course I want to see Tyson Fury versus Usyk for undisputed. We haven't had undisputed since 1999. That's a long ass time. So that'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? It was talks about him and AJ, but that fell apart. I kind of figured that wasn't gonna happen. But no real changes with the top 15. I mean, it's a couple of changes, but nothing too crazy. Like FA fell out the rankings. He was number 15 last month. Joseph Parker comes in number 11. He was unranked last month. He coming off a loss to Joe Joyce. You know what I'm saying? That was a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Arslan Beg moved up to number 4. Him and Helenius swapped spots. So Helenius was 4 last month, now he's number 5. Other than that, it's basically the same. You know what I'm saying? Speaking on Fury's opponent on the 3rd, I'm guessing it's Derek Chisora. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to run the back with him. So we're going to see, though. It should be some type of announcement and stuff like that. But, yeah, it's crazy. So that's the heavyweight division. Nothing too crazy. We got Wilder and Helenius coming up next week. You know what I'm saying? So that's a WBC eliminator. Frank Sanchez is fighting next week. He's facing Carlos Negron. He's number 3 in the WBC rankings. And Dylan White's supposed to come back. He's number 7. He's supposed to come back November the 26th. So waiting for an opponent for him. So we're going to see, man. Michael Hunter, he's trying to get the Dubois fight. He's number 13, but he's going down the WBA route. Let me see. Who else got some? Zon Kalabuski got a fight coming up. He's fighting in Europe, though. So, yeah, that's what it is. Yes, sir. Let me see what's in the building. Deli Tail in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to go down to the Bridgerweight division, see what they got going on. So this is a new division. WBC is the only one They recognize this weight class. It's 224 pounds. It's like a smaller version of heavyweight. Oscar Rivas is a champion. He has a mandatory coming up. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to face Luka Rosansky. That's supposed to be November the 5th. I haven't. That's the date. I haven't seen a venue or a TV network, nothing like that. So I'm not sure, but that's supposed to be the date. That's supposed to be the fight right there. Um, I always say this when I get to the Bridgeweight division. I ain't really mad at it as long as these guys in these top 15 rankings fight each other. And that's how you make the division good if the top contenders fight each other. If they ain't doing that, it's really no use for it. But I understand it because these smaller heavyweights will never get an opportunity to win a world title the way the heavyweight title scene is set up. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, they probably won't beat none of the champions or none of the big guys, the big names at heavyweight. So it's good, but they gotta keep it active though. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving down to cruiserweight. So Makabu, he's the champion. He was supposed to have a defense in October. I guess that got stretched. I want to see him unify. Really, I know he's waiting on that Canelo sweepstakes, but I want to see him unify. You know, he's with Don King, so that might be pretty hard. We'll see what happens with him. Um, I think Papkin is like a mandatory or something, the number one contender. I know number two versus number three, Mahalkin versus Masinchu is supposed to fight for the final eliminator, so I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? You got some big names in here, former light heavyweight champions, Sergey Kovalev and Badu Jack. We seen Badu Jack a couple months ago. He didn't really look too good. I actually thought he lost that fight to Richard Rivera. Kovalev is a big name, so maybe he gets some work. Richard Rapport and Chris Benham Smith should have fights coming up on Boxer pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? You got some good names. Andrew Tabiti, Dorlicos, Selected. Number 14 and number 15, Evgeny Terchenko, he's going to face number 15, Mike Perez. That's in Russia. That should be coming up pretty soon. I forgot the date, but I seen it recently. So that's what's up. Cruiserweight need unification as well. You know what I'm saying? Light heavyweight, so Arthur Petriev is the unified champion. He got the 3 belts, WBC, IBF, and WBO. He's supposed to face his WBO mandatory Anthony Yard, but they said he got an injury. He got a knee injury, so I guess he's postponing that maybe the top of the year. But that's what's next for him. I want to see him fight the winner between Bivol and Zerto for the WBA title to become undisputed. But we know how shit work in boxing. We don't always get what we want. But Petriev is definitely a killer though. So anytime he fights, it's real exciting to watch him fight because he always brings it. He has a mandatory in the WBC. That's Callum Smith, former world champion at 168. I'd like to see him back in the ring. I mean, he just stopped the guy in like 3-4 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Really, he haven't been that active, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Since the World Boxing Super Series, he haven't had that many fights. So I'd like to see him back in the ring. Maybe he get on that rumor undercard of Anthony Joshua December 17th, or maybe he got his own card top of the year. I don't know. But I like Callum Smith, though. You know what I'm saying? You got Bawaxi. That'd be a good fight since Bawaxi pulled out of the IBF mandatory with John Pascal. I take it. Yard talked about him. Joe Smith Jr. Hopefully he'll come back at the top of the year just to get his feet wet after losing to Petriev. Marcus Brown, boom, boom. So really looking at it, it's the same. The only change is Craig Richards comes into the new rankings at number 15. So seeing that, maybe he's a possible opponent for Callum Smith. You know, Callum Smith want to stay busy. That kind of makes sense. If he want to stay busy, don't want to wait for Petriev and Yard. He don't want to wait that long. He want to get some fights in. Craig Richards makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. All right, moving down, 168. So Canelo is undisputed. Looks like he's gonna be out for a while. He's supposed to get hand surgery, you know, after his fight with Triple G, a dominant performance. So he maintained his undisputed position. He's gonna have a lot of mandatories, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying he may be out to May, maybe September. So he won't give his body a rest. But he have a mandatory right here. WBC, you got the interim champion, which, you know, you said interim champion, that's basically the mandatory. He's in waiting. If Canelo moves up and vacate the belt, Dave Benavidez, the interim champion, would just be elevated to world champion. So that's a hell of a mandatory. I hope that's the fight I want to see in 168 for Canelo. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest fight. Even him beating Caleb Plant, I feel like the division I clean out until you beat David Benavidez. That's just my opinion as a boxing fan. That's how I see it. But we'll see. I know Benavidez is supposed to come back in January sometime. There's been some names floating around. I heard Uzcategui. Since Andre don't have no smoke, maybe they offer Andre something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they come up with. But Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters, and I think he always entertaining when he fights. So hopefully he get a big opportunity and a big fight. Number one, so we got to change at the top. Number one is Caleb Plant now. It was number three, Pavel Sagani. So I guess those guys swap spots. Caleb Plant is about to face number four, Anthony Durrell, next week on the undercard of Wilder Helenius. That's a WBC eliminator. So if Plant win, I'd love to see Plant versus David Benavidez. That fight been brewing for a long time. Hell of a build up. It can be, and the styles is different. So yeah, that's a fight I want too. Number two, you got Christian Mobili. Now that's another good fighter. He got a fight date coming up December 17th. His people announced that he's fighting in France versus American. So so you can get your head spinning and stuff like that. I don't think it's like a big time American fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at guys like Jesse Hart or Damon Nicholson and guys like that. But we'll see who they pick for him. You know what I'm saying? TS Boston in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute. All right. So, I mean, a lot of these guys, don't really got nothing coming up. You got Ali Amadev is up in there. He just beat Gabe Rosado. So, yeah. So, no real changes at 168. We're just trying to get the top guys at the top to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo undisputed. See, this is the thing I don't understand about a lot of Canelo fans. He's undisputed. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, if he's going to campaign at 168, I don't understand what's the problem with bringing up Benavidez's name. He's obviously the next best guy, but fans want to protect these fighters. But Canelo don't need protecting. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion. All right. 160, you got Jamal Charlo. So Jamal Charlo been champion for a while at 160. He been inactive. Coming off a back injury, you know what I'm saying? Last time he fought was June 2021 versus Montiel. We're going to talk more about him, too. So I'm not sure his status, yo. I'm not sure. I know he's supposed to face Selecki in June. I'm not sure that fight's still on. I don't know if he got some other plans. I know Triple G is supposed to be fighting Lara. Maybe they can work out a deal with, he can have a 2 or 3 fight deal with the PBC and face Lara, and then unification with Jamal Charlo. I don't know what Charlo doing, honestly, but hopefully he get back active and get back in the ring. So big news tonight, though. We got a big fight in this division. It's for the WBC interim title, so that tells you a lot. If they put interim titles with a world champion, well, I know this champion right here been inactive. That letting you know something. So Carlos Adames is going to face Juan Montiel. That's a good fight. That's tonight. You know what I'm saying? PBC on Showtime. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with that. That's a hell of a fight right there. Both of these guys like to switch. Should be a pretty entertaining fight. So that's for the WBC interim. You got Jaime McGill. Same names from last month. No real changes in here. You know what I'm saying? Jaime McGill, I'm not sure if he come. Maybe Jaime McGill and Charlo open up talks again. Because he been quiet. He been trying to get the Ryder fight. I don't know. You never know with this stuff, yo. That's why it's good to at least be in tune with some of it. So when it happens, you don't be so surprised. You know what I'm saying? So Jason Rosario, number 15, got a good fight coming up November 5th. He's going to face Elvis Gomez. That's a good fight. We'll see. That's a good crossroads fight. All right. Moving down to 154. We got undisputed. Jamel Charlo got a fight date January 28th versus WBO mandatory Tim Tszyu. So it's really nothing much to talk about there. Tonight we got WBC interim champion Sebastian Fundora. He's facing off against Carlos Ocampo. So that's on that card with Montiel and Adames. That's a big time fight. Sebastian Fundora is headlining his first card tonight. As the A side. So He looking to put on a big show, and shoot, he making become a little star. You know what I'm saying? They can build him up to be a star. He been active. Ocampo been active. I think this fight is going to be kind of competitive early. We'll see if what can Ocampo do to slow down Fondora's style. You know what I'm saying? He imposes his style and will on you. So that's interesting. So that's a WBC interim title fight. So that means he's the mandatory to Charlo. And if he do real well and stuff like that, he can create a demand for that fight. You know what I'm saying? He can create a demand for the male Charlo fight. And he's fighting early enough where maybe this is October. They fighting in January. Maybe he can get on that undercard if everything goes well tonight. We'll see. We'll see. But looking at these rankings, nothing changed. Sam Egerton, he lost today. Versus Hogan. He won't doing the necessary things to cut the ring off. So I know people were saying it was a rivalry, but he lost that fight. He's number 13. He was an IBO champion. You got good fighters in this division. Tony Harrison, Liam Smith is a decent fighter. He's probably on the back end. You got Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is probably the biggest name at 54. You know what I'm saying? Charles Conwell should be back November 26th on Regis and as a Peter's undercard. Look out for him. You got Kurbanov, but Kurbanov is Russian. I'm not sure if he can travel. He got to bring guys over there to fight. You got Lubin. Lubin should be on the comeback trail. Who got something coming up? Sergey Bohachuk is coming back November the 3rd, I believe. He's fighting on 360 boxing. So, yeah. So 154 is one of those good divisions. It's deep, but it's undisputed though. We know who the man is. There ain't no second guessing. I think Charlo is a clear cut best fighter in this division, like without a doubt. I can't say that about Charlo. I mean, I can't say that about Canelo. I want to see Benavidez fight. I'm gonna keep speaking on that. All right, moving down to 147. Earl Spence is a unified champion. Man, y'all know the story. We trying to get the big fight with him and Bud. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? If that's some shit y'all like to follow 24/7. Y'all know what time it is with that. Hopefully we get it, soon. Looking at the rankings, though, nothing changed really. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as last month. Keith Thurman still number one. He lobbying for a fight for a big time fight. We'll see if he get it. I think he's in the queue though. You know what I'm saying? Jose Diaz in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Salute. Hope everything's good down there. Jose Diaz in the building. Lala D, salute to you. What's good with you? Salute. So, we'll see though. It's some fights I would like to see. Like Boots supposed to come back. I like to see Boots versus Rashidi Ellis. That's a good fight. I know Mario Barrios he's training. So maybe he get a fight with Abel Ramos or something like that. We got Igor Kavalauskas fighting tonight. He's facing Michael Fox. He's number 10 right now. So that's a good ranking to get if Michael Fox can be able to beat him. That's another fight I'm gonna be tapped into tonight. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be on the YouTube portion on Showtime if you guys want to catch that fight. Michael Fox versus Igor Kavalauskas. That's a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Ugas supposed to be coming back. We know what happened with Conor Ben. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just crazy. But yeah, no, nothing really changed. We're waiting for that big fight, man. Y'all already know. We trying to get that big fight. It's be crazy. All right, moving down to 140. So 140, the title is vacant. Jose Zepeda versus Regis Prograis supposed to go down November 26th out here in California. That's a hell of a fight. You have a power boxer, counterpuncher, and Jose Zepeda. Then you got a good boxer, slick boxer, can be aggressive, and Regis Prograis got a lot of facets of his game. That's a hell of a fight right there. I can't wait for that one. That's for the vacant title. You see, Teofimo Lopez is number 3, so he's in line. Teofimo supposed to come back December the 10th. So I'm not sure where route he's in a good spot because he's number 1 in the WBO. We know if you win a vacant title in the WBC, you gotta face 2 mandatories back to back. So maybe Teofimo want to go that route. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he want to go that route. We'll see. But he's in a good spot. What you say? What do you think of Andre's surprise fight is going to be against? I would say Benavidez. I'd take the Benavidez fight. Both guys probably need each other at this point. Regis wins. Yeah, I like Regis in the fight. Box Talk 101. Salute to you, bro. It's a hell of a fight. Salute, L. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. Lala Day, I think I'm gonna say Benavidez. I like that fight. Teach in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Salute. Yeah, I hope it's Benavidez too. That'd be a good one. Hopefully that's something they're working on. I'm covering the fight tonight out here at Carson. You know what I'm saying? So, if I can get some scoops, y'all already know I got y'all. But it's been a change right here in 140. Last month, Gary Antoine Russell, he was number 4. He dropped to number 5. Sandor Martin leaped over him. He was number 7 last month. So is that a possible opponent for Teofimo Lopez, December the 10th? You never know. When you start seeing changes like that, in the rankings, something's popping. You know what I'm saying? So I can see Sandor Martin getting the Teofimo Lopez fight as an eliminator, or maybe he putting himself in position. Like I said, the winner of Zepeda and Prograis got to have 2 mandatories back to back. So if you get yourself 3 and 4, you guarantee the eliminator. You know what I'm saying? Or you guarantee maybe a mandatory opportunity. So we'll see. Him jumping Gary Antoine Russell, that was eye opening to me. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I know there's been some talks about Antoine versus Alberto Playo for the WBA title, but we'll see. Nate Johnson in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. I'm on the way to Carson right now. Oh, that's what's up, bro. Tap in, bro, when you get out here. Salute. Holler at me when you get out there. Hit me on Hit me on my Instagram. I'm gonna put it up here. Hit me on my Instagram, my Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I'll tune in. You going live tonight? I might go live maybe in between some rounds or something like that. Or I don't know. Or maybe post fight. I might do some shit like that. We'll see. So I had an uncle who lived in Carson. R.I.P. R.I.P. to your uncle. Salute to him. OG Tate in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Oh, you got a new mic. Nah, I got a new laptop. This is my first time doing it on a laptop, so I might be a little shaky. It sound all right. Appreciate you. So going back to the rankings though, I mean 140 is a crazy division to me. Like it's real deep. As y'all can see, they got Ryan Garcia in there, but he got a fight coming up already. He already got a fight coming up. Y'all already know what time it is. But we'll see, man, what's next for some of these guys. Like Richard Comey may have a good fight coming up on the undercard of T.O. and whoever T.O. gonna fight. Barbosa, he looking for an opponent. He trying to fight Teofimo, and like that might not happen. You got Montana Love coming back in November. You know what I'm saying? Looking like they're trying to line up Montana Love versus Richardson Hitchin. So we'll see. Brandon Lee up in there, Galashev. So it's a lot of good fighters at 140. You know what I'm saying? You can mismatch anyway, and you'll have a hell of a fight. Or you have a lot of fights, a lot of good fights. And I ain't even talk about Ponce versus Matisse that's still supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 140, man, that shit's crazy. Let me see. Get back to the chat. OTB in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. T.O. fighting Pedraza. Yeah, I heard that too. That's cool. I know Sandor Martin said he supposed to fought a WBA eliminator against Ohari Davis. He pulled out of that shit and he said he wanted a bigger fight. So what's the biggest fight at 140 other than getting Josh Taylor if he's still gonna campaign there? Who else? Who is the big name at one? The biggest name after that is Teofimo. And I would say Teofimo probably the biggest name at 140. Whether Taylor is campaigning there or not. If you really look at the landscape of it. So I don't know. But I did hear Pedraza off the rip, but we'll see. Benavidez should have took the Tervis smoke last year. I don't know why. Why would he take it? if he's not campaigning there. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with that shit because I think, bro, BL he had a mandatory. Um, he supposed to have it was supposed to be Zerlo versus Marcus Brown. Zerlo turned it down and signed with Golden Boy. So Marcus Brown became the mandatory. So if he move up, then how that shit gonna work? I know he came in number 2 right after he missed weight, but his intention was never to move up to me. You know what I'm saying? I think that fight still can happen maybe down the line. But my thing is, if you can possibly get the Canelo fight, then why move up to 140, 175 to fight Viterbi when you still can probably get that fight, and then you got other big fights to get. You know what I'm saying? I'm not you know what I'm saying, taking up for Benavidez because I think he'll fight anybody. I just don't know if that fight was real at any time. You know what I'm saying? To pursue. That's just me, but I could be wrong. 140 fire. He said Martin called Lil Buzz after beating Mikey and did nothing. I think he had one fight in between. Yeah, he didn't do too much. Yeah, he didn't do too much. All right, 135. So we got Devin Haney, undisputed. We know he's about to face Kambosos in the rematch next week. That's a fight I expect him to win. Lomachenko coming back. He's number 1. Lomachenko coming back October 29th versus Jermaine Ortiz, who's number 8. So looking like Haney versus Lomachenko coming up. You know what I'm saying? The biggest news, though, is Shakur Stevenson coming in number 4 in the new WBC rankings at 135. Big news because, you know, he just vacated his titles. He missed the weight and stuff like that. So he's coming in adding a lot of spice to the division. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of those guys that he can do some things. He's very talented. Y'all know what time it is with Shakur. So him getting that spot is real good. I'm not sure. I know I'm waiting for the WBO rankings to come out as well. We'll see what route he can really take. But that's a good spot. Now, I was asking about who you think he can fight. Some people said Zur Abdulaev. That makes sense. He's a silver champion. Well, he was a silver champion. Some say Isaac Cruz. I mean, I'm not sure about those fights, honestly. I'm not sure. I would love to see the Pitbull Cruz fight. That should be nice. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense. He's number 2. Zur Adelaide makes sense too. He's a common opponent of Devin Haney. You go in there and smoke him. That's, you know, I guess I can send some shot waves. I'm not sure. If, well, Pitbull Cruz, I'm not sure if they don't. Like, I got to say this. Like, those guys in promotional situation, like, if it's not, you know, realistic, I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to make that as a realistic fight because I know they looking to do different shit with Pitbull Cruz. Already been noted. Shakur Stevenson, he's a top ranked guy. Y'all let me know when the last time y'all seen a top ranked guy that's managed by Jay Prince work with a PBC guy that's advised by Al Heyman. But y'all put that in the chat for me, then maybe we can make some moves and I can start talking about, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But I'm thinking really for Shakur, his first fight, I'm thinking something like Jorge Linares. That's a big name guy. He fought Devin and Lomachenko. Make a statement with him. Shoot, Maxie Hughes. Maxie Hughes is a new entry. He came in at number 15. He's an IBO champion. They just fought. They're on the same schedule. They fought like a couple of days apart from each other. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like the winner between Jojo Diaz and William Zepeda. That makes sense too. I think that fight is makeable as well because those Golden Boy fighters, Golden Boy and Top Rank do business. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But that's real interesting news. Other than that, other than Shakur jumping in, there's no real changes right there. So that's good. Let me see let me go back up. I like Martin versus Russell. Yeah, that'd be a good fight. He said, does Martin have a promoter? I feel like he hasn't been put out there really. He's with Matchroom. Matchroom, they went to Spain and stuff like that. My guy Ant in the building. What's good with you, bro? Anthony in the building. Salute to you. Yes, sir. You know I will. Keen Mitch in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. R. West in the building. Salute. He said Linares is retired. Nah, he's training in Vegas somewhere. Damn, I just seen him training. But maybe you got another scoop. Let me know if he retired for real. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where you seen that at. I definitely go follow up. Appreciate it. Shakur versus Adalev. I mean, if Adalev can travel, that's what I'm saying. Like Adalev is an RCC boxing promotion fighter in Russia. All those guys that's Russian, they haven't fought outside of Russia since the war. So if you're telling me it's Adalev, I'm gonna ask, can he travel? You know what I'm saying? If he can travel, it makes hella sense. If he can't, then you gotta go look for another opponent. You know what I'm saying? He said it's his opinion on his show. We on LW. Okay, I don't even pay attention, man. Hey, whatever you doing, man, salute. What's up, Tay? Salute to you, bro. He said, man, be knocking through a rematch. Nah, I don't think so. That was 12-0 and he dropped him twice. I don't see no need for that. That would be great. I thought WBC was going to make Benavidez Beterbiev mandatory after he missed weight. Nah, I don't know what. Nah, that never was the case. They made Benavidez number 2 at 175, but then again they had ordered Zerto to face Marcus Brown. So if you make him number 2, why order Zerto versus Marcus Brown? I was thinking. I just thought beating Beterbiev. Yeah, I think. Well, yeah, I think so too. Yeah. No, I'm with the fight. I'm just talking about the politics of it. You know what I'm saying? I love the fight. The fight will probably be fight of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because Benavidez, he's a guy that's going to push Beterbiev's ass. He's going to push Canelo too. So I think that's and it's a good time to get Beterbiev as well. But the way the politics was set up at the time, I just remember when he got that ranking. I think he let me get my timeline right. August, that's when he missed weight versus Angulo. That was August. The next month they put him in the rankings. You know what I'm saying? Zerto came back in December. He had like a little tune-up fight in his hometown or in Texas. And then like right after that, they ordered Zerto versus Marcus Brown. You know what I'm saying? Zerto turned it down, signed with Golden Boy. Marcus Brown had a tune-up fight on one of the PBC bubble shows off TV versus Galashev. And then he got the fight with Beterbiev in December. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think Beterbiev had an IBF mandatory. So, yeah. I don't think that shit was never the case, but I don't know. What do you think about Andre Benavidez multi-fight deal? I like that shit. I like it. They both need a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Andre needed especially. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that. I like the big fights. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking on. So I had evolved as a boxing fan. First, I was like, man, he should fight him. No, fuck that, fight him. But then I started to understand the business of boxing and the politics. Like, nah, hold on. I ain't getting excited for some shit I know not gonna happen. I already been fooled like that before. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I always keep it business of boxing. I say what I want, and then I'll be like, all right, business of boxing wise, it's gonna probably go like this. All right, 130. So we got the vacant title because we know Shakur vacated the title at the missing weight versus Conceição. So we got news this week. O'Shaquie Foster, number 1 contender, been number 1 and been a silver champion for a long time. So he's gonna fight Ray Vargas. That's the WBC featherweight champion. He requested to face O'Shaquie Foster for the vacant title at 130. They granted the request. Of course they will, right? That's a hell of a fight. Those guys in negotiations. O'Shaquie Foster is a slick boxer puncher, counter puncher, can fight on both sides of the plate. Ray Vargas is a tall, rangy guy that throw a lot of punches. He know how to win fights. He know how to win fights clean. He know how to win fights ugly. He's a warrior, 2-division world champion. Like, that's a tough fight for O'Shaquie Foster. It's a tough fight for both, but that's a tougher fight. That's a tough fight regardless. And that's the type of fight we need in boxing, 50-50 fights. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really mad at the request. I'm not mad at them accepting that fight, the WBC. So we'll see. Let me see. Tower Inferno. Yeah, I like Fundor. He said he's my guy and all, but kind of WBC belts. Oh, his sister can. I don't know what type of belt she has. I gotta look at that shit tonight. He's a WBC interim champion at 154. It's an Andre Duck. Every good fight. I don't know about every good fight. Yeah, that's shit. That's a hell of a fight. Benavidez versus Beterbiev. I love it. Now I'm goofy, chill. Oh, okay, y'all some other stuff. Salute to y'all in the chat though. Um, he said yes, Fandor. Yeah, he's the interim champion. Facts. People are still waiting for Bud and Smith. Yeah, that's a lot of domino effect because a lot of some of the welterweights may be on that undercard. You know what I'm saying? He said Vargas is long, but Foster should win. I don't know, man. I don't know if you say should win. I don't know. That's 50-50. Like, that's a tough fight for both. Like, Vargas, he know how to win fights, yo. And I ain't saying he gonna run through a Shaqy Foster. I ain't never say that. I think it's a close competitive fight. I want to see the adjustments he make in that fight because he facing a taller guy that throw a lot of punches. And if he not punching, what he doing? He holding your ass. So what else Shaqy Foster gonna do? Is he gonna fight in the clinch? He gonna dig to the body? He just gonna accept the clinch and wait for the referee to break it up? You know what I'm saying? I'm just it's the shit tricks of the trade that my man Ray Vargas do. You know what I'm saying? If he's on the outside getting his shots off, that means Shaqy Foster gotta come forward and be the aggressive guy, walk the guy down, try to get close. But he's a natural counterpuncher, boxer counterpuncher, slick. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to come off outside of himself. That's what I'm saying. When you say should, like that's telling me he's in the bag. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's a toss-up fight for me too. Yo, I gotta do some studying for real. This is me. I don't know. Maybe y'all got something that I don't got. If you got it, drop it. Because I see a close competitive fight. Vargas and Foster both can fight. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think Foster fought anyone as tall as Vargas. Yeah, maybe the guy he lost to at 140, Samuel Tia, maybe. He was about 5'9". Yeah, he just got a lot of skills, and we know he's hungry. We know what he brings to the table. Just gotta get the opportunity. We'll see. Like I said, it's a hell of a fight, man. I'm glad. I like that fight. That's one of the things I can actually accept. Sometimes when they do stuff like that, when the guy move up and jump the line, I may say something, but now I like it. Facts. Will Foster bring his feet to the fight for 12 rounds? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Ray Vargas is tricky. He's look. He throw you off to me. I seen it in the Maxayo fight. He aggressive. He ain't really boxing, but he want to be aggressive. But he's smart with it. He ain't jumping in all the way. But he do lunges with his punches. He lunged with his punches a lot. So maybe Shaqy can step in and counter. We'll see. That's what I'm saying. That's a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm waiting for that. So domino effect now. Y'all gonna hear that a lot, man. So like I said, when you win a vacant WBC title, you gotta defend it against two mandatories back to back. You know what I'm saying? So you look at the guys underneath that. You got Oscar Valdez. He said he injured. So I don't know. He said he injured, but I don't know. He supposed to came back in November. He turned it down. I don't know what's going on. You got Eduardo Hernandez, Rocky Hernandez. He's supposed to come back in December. So I'm not sure. You see Conceição. So Conceição is still high enough. Conceição is still high enough where he can get the second mandatory spot. Maybe they have to fight an eliminator. You got Muhammad Yakovov. That's the guy Shaqy Foster just beat. So these guys is vying for position because they got to face two mandatories back to back. So if it was me and I'm advising these guys 3, 4, 5, I'd try to get eliminated. I'd definitely go to the WBC convention in November and be like, yo, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into that tournament. Maybe they do like a little tournament. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Let me see. Boots versus Fandor. I'd have to go with Boots. You know what I'm saying? But I would say this. If Boots fight Fandor's fight, shit, I don't know. I'm keeping that buck. You know what I'm saying? I keep it 100, but I would say Boots. He said he stays in pocket. He can get out too. He gets out too. Pacquiao ruined boxing. I don't know. He cool with me. All right, we're moving on. So featherweight. So Ray Vargas is still the champion. So I think the way it's set up, man, they gonna look out for him. If he go up in the face of Shaqy Foster. If he lose, so of course he can probably come back and keep his belt. You know what I'm saying? If he don't, let's say he don't come back, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Then you can open up some good fights at 126. You got number one Brandon Figueroa. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be right in line for that title. Him and Dalby, Figueroa and Dalby both won title eliminators in their last fights. So that's basically the most realistic fight to make. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to do a vacant title fight or even an interim fight, you know what I'm saying? That makes the most sense. But we'll see. It's interesting because number 2 last month was Mark Macedo. Now he's number 3. The Dalby number 2. So maybe they got something cooking. Let me see. He said Valdez was waiting for Shakur. Valdez was waiting for Shakur to lead the division. Yeah, probably so. I think Boots. Yeah, Boots got the most. He got the talent that he should be able to beat Fundor, and if his power carry up. Let me see. When is Boots going to fight someone on his own size like Triple G? Probably when he get to 160. Boots has more skills than Fundora, but Boots hasn't been 12. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and if he fight the fight, we'll see. 54 is garbage. Yes, sir. Salute to you. I love the positivity, man. Keep it coming. So 126, man. We'll see what happens with that belt, man. Mark Maceo is up in there. Gary Russell Jr. They should fight again, honestly. Joette stood up in there, but no real changes though. Number 15, Jesse Madeline. Ramirez on Lomachenko undercard, but Jesse pulled out with a head injury. So they're looking for an opponent for Robisi. Robisi got high rankings in the WBO. You know what I'm saying? He ranked all across the board now, so we'll see what they have for him. It's gonna be a late replacement opponent. 122, Stephen Fulton is a unified champion. Listen, man, I want to see him face MJ, but that look unlikely. MJ got an IBF mandatory. Marlon Tapales coming up. So we'll see. We probably want to see Fulton to the beginning of next year or some shit. I heard Luis Neri is the guy, you know what I'm saying, for his next opponent. Luis Neri just had a fight last week in Mexico, some easy work. So we'll see. I've been hearing about that fight since Fulton won his fight, even before that. So we'll see what happens. But there's some good guys in this division as well, you know what I'm saying, that I like. I have a disrespectful prediction. I think Haney will avoid Shakur. He may. I mean, I don't know if that's disrespectful, but he been saying he gonna move up for the longest time. But I know he gonna stay for Lomachenko. Haney can't beat Shakur. 154 more competitive than 160. Yeah, I like 154. 154 is a good division. You know what I'm saying? It just depends how much boxing you're really watching like that. Because if you really look at it, all those guys fought each other damn near, but you know, it depends on how you follow the sport, I guess. I want if it's not Neri though, going back to 22, I like Rais Salim for Fulton. That's a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that shit. For sure. All right, let's move down. 118. All right. Anyways, he's the man. 3 belts. You know, I think he is a 3-division world champion too. But he got 3 belts. He gonna unify with Paul Butler. That's December the 13th. That's undisputed. So another undisputed fight. So we'll see. We know he's the man in this division, and with a win, he's looking to move up and enter his name at 122. So I'm with it. Definitely with that. Let me see. So we'll see. All right, so you got Jason Maloney got a fight coming up. He fighting on Kambosos, Haney Kambosos undercard. He's facing the number 2 guy, Napan Sanramasai. Yo, that guy Sanramasai is a good body puncher, bro. He can fight. He kind of take his time to get in fights. If you guys ever seen him, but he's a good body puncher. So we'll see. He said Aleem need his shot. Yeah, man, I like Aleem. Aleem is one of the best fighters in that division. Very underrated. He kind of shot himself in the foot when he was going down the WBA route, and he turned it down to face Eduardo Baez to fight on the Fulton undercard. In my opinion, I thought he shot himself in the foot. He was like number one, and then he turned that down. They took him out the rankings. So we'll see. Matter of fact, Mel stopped both of them. Oh yeah. Let me see. So I mean, this one still look the same too. You got some guys that got some fights coming up. You got number 6, Manny Rodriguez. He's going to face number 8, Gary Antonio Russell. But I believe that's an IBF eliminator. That's next week on the Wilder undercard. Number 11, Vincent Astrolabio. He just beat Rigo, so he got a fight coming up too. I think it's November the 5th. You know what I'm saying? He's facing what's his name, Papatov, something like that, the Russian kid. So we'll see. Nothing too crazy though at 118. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see the undisputed fight with Anyway versus Butler. I think he's going to stop Butler early, but we'll see. All right, 115. So this is worth noting. There's only one franchise champion in the sport of boxing now, and that's Juan Francisco Estrada. He's going to run it back with Chocolatito December the 3rd trilogy. So that's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a real good fight. So, you know what I'm saying? I had to throw that out there because people still saying Canelo is franchise, and Haney didn't accept the franchise title when he beat Cambosa. So yeah, Jesse Rodriguez, Bam Rodriguez. So he put his name in the hat to be the fighter of the year. You know what I'm saying? His last performance wasn't as great, but it was a good opponent though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like watching boxing, not just watching BoxRec. I mean, I encourage people to watch the fights, and if you would see Israel Gonzalez and his other fights, world title fights, you would have seen that he's a credible contender in this division. And so, Bam, like he need a rest. You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to come back in December. He'll probably take the rest of the year off, which I think is good. You know what I'm saying? He can come back stronger, fight like February or March. He'll be straight. So yeah. So we'll see, man. This division is kind of hot too. We got a world title fight tonight in this division. On the Fundora undercard rematch, Fernando Martinez versus German Cajas. You know what I'm saying? They fought in February. Martinez beat him. You know what I'm saying? Gary Antonio. Yeah, I like Antonio. That's my favorite Russell brother, though. Yeah, and I worry about that, and I worry about his knee. You know what I'm saying? But that's my favorite Russell brother. She said, "Sorry, Gary Antoine." I like it. I like Antonio. That's my favorite one. Combat 2 bag in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Gary Antonio needs a lot of work than his brother. I like him though. I think he might not be the most flashy, the most popular one, and the biggest puncher, but he got that same dog in him too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see him on next week on Wilder's card. I hope to see Kubo Steph. Yeah, that'd be a hell of a fight. That'd be a hell of a fight. I like Gary Antonio too, but what do you say? Gary, my favorite. Mr. Gary Russell. Yeah, them boys been fighting forever. All right, so 115 definitely got some smoke. Stay tuned. They got some good fights in that division. 112, Julio Cesar Martinez. So he's gonna be on the undercard of Estrada Chocolatito December the 3rd. He's gonna face his WBC mandatory, and these guys been going back and forth forever. A lot of postponed fights. They only had one fight out of all the postponed scheduled fights. That's McWilliams Arroyo. They fought last year in November, and that shit ended with a headbutt. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they make it to the fight, man. Julio Cesar Martinez has proven to be unreliable. So hopefully he get everything together. That fight with Arroyo is still dangerous because that fight they traded knockdowns and shit before Martinez started getting his groove in the second round. But yeah, we'll see, man. That's a good fight. 112. And then the other champions in this division, they got fights too coming up. So Sonny Edwards, he's going to face his IBF mandatory Felix Alvarado. That's a hell of a fight. I think that's November the 11th. I like that fight. Junto Nakatani, he's a WBO champion. He's moving up to 115. He having a fight there. You know what I'm saying? He's facing, I forgot who he facing. Francisco Rodriguez, I want to say. But he's facing, that's November the 1st in Japan. So I'm not sure if he's just doing a one-off. He's going to come back. I'm not sure. And then the WBA champion, Dr. Canyon, he's going to face his WBA mandatory, David Jimenez. That should be coming up soon, too. They still negotiating and shit like that. So, yeah. All right, moving down to 108. So, got two more for sure. 108, starting to get some clarity, you know what I'm saying? He's starting to get some clarity for sure. The oldest was my favorite. Oh, Mr. Gary Russell. Draymond Green. Yeah, salute to him. Yes, sir. So 108. So we got a big ass fight at 108 coming up November the 1st. You got Kenshiro Tajiri. He's the WBC champion. He's going to face the WBA champion and Ring Magazine champion, Kawaguchi. They fighting on November the 1st. It's going to be on ESPN Plus for the US. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the zone for the UK and stuff like that. That's a good ass fight, man. Like I hear everybody around social media and this YouTube shit, all they say is we want to see the best fighting the best. But I guess they only mean when their favorite fighters are fighting. This division about to get the best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? Number 1 versus number 2. So y'all tap in with that shit. Just because they small guys, I don't mean they can't fight. You know what I'm saying? So that's a hell of a fight. You got the new IBF champion, Nganji. Y'all seen him on the zone. He looked good. You know what I'm saying? He proved that he's a warrior. Jonathan Gonzalez is fighting on that undercard of Kenshiro versus Kawaguchi. So he's a WBO champion. We got some good contenders. Hecky Butler, Mark Vaselis. Those guys is right there in the running for a world title. Carlos Gonzalez and Daniel Matian. All those guys, man, those guys can fight, man. I don't be selling none of these guys short just because you might not know them. These guys be having some good fights. So we'll see. All right. 105. This is the last one. So Pena Podrisky, he's the champion. He's like 39-1. They can make some good fights too. They got 4 champions in this division. I always say we need these guys to unify so they can get a lot of notoriety. But they got 4 champions at 105 and definitely need some cleaning up. And I understand these guys is from Thailand and Japan, and we ain't really checking for them. And a lot of fans they're really ignorant to the smaller weight division. Let's keep it a buck. And these guys, they're more inclined to fight each other because it's not really big purses and shit like that down there. So we'll see. We'll see. But those are the rankings right there, you know what I'm saying? The WBC, though, for all the faults they have, the best thing about them is their rankings, 1 through 15. 1 through 15, their rankings be kind of on point, you know what I'm saying? They have their shenanigans and shit like that, but for the most part, they be having some good rankings, top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? D-Ray in the building. What's good with you, bro? He said 08, 15, most competitive weights. Yes, sir. So, that's it right there, man. Y'all feel free to tap in. If y'all guys need any information outside of the live stream, feel free to tap in on my social media. Twitter @OverJ, Instagram LDoesBoxing. I will be at the fights tonight, though, in Carson. You know what I'm saying? Fundora versus Ocampo. So, y'all guys stay tuned. Check out my community tab. I should be dropping some stuff on there as well. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody having a good day and shit like that. Make sure you guys tap in with these fights. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we're here, talk boxing. So make sure you guys tap in. I appreciate all the support. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out if you haven't hit it already. That's my time, and I'm out.